Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you this really nice holiday makeup tutorial. I decided to go with something less traditional, no bold red lip, more like a nice fall plum inspired lip and a frosty blue lid. So let's jump right on to it. I'm going to start off with my eyes today because we are going to be using glitters. So I'm just getting this out of the way right now. We're going to go ahead and do our face really quickly. I'm using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation in Y225. And I'm going to go ahead and mix that with a little bit of my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation just to give it a little bit more color. And then we're going to go ahead and buff that out with our Artiste brush. I'm going to go ahead and use this Morphe brush. I believe it's the E17. I have two of them, and for some reason both handles broke, but I love it so much I'm starting with it anyways. I'm going to pick up a translucent color to go ahead and set the primer that I put on my eyes. I just put a little bit of concealer on because I wanted to make sure that I had a nice and clean base. And then we're going to be using our Morphe Brushes 35K palette, and I'm picking up that mauve-y brown tone to start off with my transition. Once you lay that down, you're going to go ahead and pick up the color right next to it, which is more like a richer caramel camel tone, and we're going to go ahead and blend those two colors together. I'm just trying to create the perfect transition shade for the icy lid that we're going to create. Now I'm going in with a slightly smaller brush. This may be the E23 by Morphe, and I'm picking up just a regular cool tone brown shade from the palette to go ahead and define my crease a little bit. Now moving on, I'm using this flat synthetic brush. It kind of looks like a miniature paddle brush, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up from that Morphe palette that blue glittery shade right there. It's more of like a foiled metallic shadow than anything, and I'm going to place that right on my lid. I'm going over my lid and creating a kind of shape like a cut crease so that we can clean up the line. The good thing about these Morphe foiled shadows is that they're super pigmented, so you really don't need to wet your brush or anything. I prefer to wet my brush afterward just to make sure I have all my product packed on, but these are so pigmented that you won't need to. I'm going in with my favorite fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and go over where those two colors meet to just diffuse the line a little bit and make it look more blended. Now moving on, I'm going to go ahead and pick up some Anastasia Beverly Hills Genius Gel. It's kind of like an adhesive. You can use a glitter primer or even lash glue. We are going to be using glitter now. What's a holiday makeup tutorial without any? I'm going to go ahead and pick up this NYX Cosmetics glitter pigment, and I think it's in the number 06 or 09. It's basically like a holographic silver, and I'm going to pop that in the middle of my lid. I felt like with that same paddle brush that we used for the Morphe shadow, it was getting a little too sticky, so I went in with a Wet n Wild fluffier shadow, and I'm just going to go ahead and continue popping that on. Now moving along, we are going to be doing a fierce wing today because I want to make sure that my eyes are nice and bold. You can pick up your favorite liner and just go ahead for your wing. I do like to map out my wing before I go ahead and fill it in, so that's why I'm making those 2 lines on the outer edge and then dragging the product into the middle, because I want to make sure that my line is perfect before I go ahead and fill everything in. So now that I feel like I've done some justice to my lids, I'm going to move on to my face. Notice that I'm not doing my lower lash line. I've said this before in another tutorial, but I prefer to do my concealer before that so that I let it dry up before I put some mascara under it, because sometimes it gets a little gray. I'm going in with my LA Girls concealer and I'm going to go ahead and start highlighting my face. Now I'm picking up a little beauty blender and I'm going to go ahead and pounce all of that out. I can use my Artiste brush, but I prefer a beauty blender for under my eyes. Now moving along to a new product on my channel, I'm going to be using the Sephora I Love Cushion Bronzer. And I'm just picking up a Morphe dual, I guess it's like a dual haired brush. It's perfect for creams and liquids, which is what this is. And I'm going to softly contour my face. Now to go ahead and set everything, we're going to go ahead and pick up our Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Contour Kit in light medium. I'm going to start off with setting my highlighted areas with that banana shade. Then moving right in with an e.l.f. contour brush, I'm going to go ahead and pick up that color right there, which is I believe Java, and I'm going to set my contour. Because this is a holiday glam tutorial and you really do want to do up your face, I went ahead and I decided to contour my nose with some powders. I'm using that same contour shade and a smaller e.l.f. shadow brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and contour my nose. Now moving along to liner, I did want to keep this eye nice, smoky, sultry, and sexy, so I did go in with a kohl. I'm using a Sephora waterproof gel liner in black, and I'm just going to line my waterline. And then I'm taking an e.l.f. shader brush, and I'm going to go ahead and push that product outward to go ahead and shade my lower lash line to make them look a little bit fuller and bigger. Now I'm going right back into that frosty silver shade that we were using before, and I'm going to put that on my tear ducts and also highlight under my brow. After I feel like my concealer has set a little bit, I'm going to go in with some mascara. This mascara I believe is from Stila. I got it on one of those like little beauty to go, I guess, packages when you purchase things at Sephora. Now I love that lash, but I don't like that it gets clumpy, so I do use a tool to go ahead and push the product around. So now I'm going in with my Anastasia That Glow Kit, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight my face with that frosty yellow shade. Now for the star of the show, we're going to go ahead and use our Kylie Cosmetics Fix-In Lip Kit. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with the lip liner and fill them in with the liquid lip. Make sure that when you're using this actual shade, you go ahead and line your entire lip. I do find that if I just use the liquid lip, it does get a little bit patchy, so it helps when you have like that base color right under. So now go in with that liquid lip and make sure you stay within those lines because this color does tend to bleed a little bit and you don't want it to be all over your freshly foundationed face. So yeah, go ahead and apply your lipstick and that should be the finished look. I do go ahead and put 2 coats on because like I said, it is slightly patchy, but you can expect that with any darker lip colors. So there you have it. This is my holiday glam tutorial featuring my Kylie Cosmetics Vixen Lip Kit. I hope you really enjoyed this and please subscribe and like. I will see you guys soon. Bye!